one thing we always recommend is kind of doing what you guys are doing now is start visiting schools, freshman, sophomore, junior, for you guys are seniors. Is that way you're starting to get an idea of what you're looking for in a university, whether it's the academic environment, the academic profile, the size of a campus, location of a campus. If you want to be a full-time player, a student athlete, the coaching staff are going to have a huge impact on your life. You're going to spend more time with the coaches than you are with any professor, with any advisor at the university you go to. So it's important to get to know those coaches on and off the field. What are they like in training? What are they like off the field? What's their style of play? A lot of kids, I think, they hear a school name, they say, I want to go there, and quite honestly, they don't know much about that school besides the name of the school. Okay, so that's one thing I would recommend you guys as you're going through this is maybe pick 5 to 7 schools and get the academic profile, the logistical side of it, and then most importantly is visit with the coaching staff, watch them train, watch them play games. Again, I can speak for us, and they'll talk. We get a lot of emails from kids saying, I know I can play for you guys. And then we'll respond, well, have you seen us play? And they say, well, no, I haven't. Okay, well, how do you know? And I'm not saying they can't, okay, but you want to make sure you see those schools play so you have an idea of what the level's like, when you go visit those schools. It's important to get that communication, constantly throughout because you got to understand there's a whole country of kids who love to play Division I, II, III, NAIA, love to play at the collegiate level. It's not just the kids in this one particular city. So I think the one thing I would leave with you guys is you've got to put yourself out there and make it known and why you're interested in those schools. And then the second thing would be go visit those schools, see them play, so you get a true understanding of the level of the game. Okay? And then you get a true understanding of what the coaching staff and the players are like. Okay? There's a level for a lot of kids, again, whether it's the Division I, II, or III, or NAIA, there's levels out there for everybody, and not one's better than the other, I can tell you that right now. I mean, there's very good Division III schools that can play Division I teams. NAIA, same thing. So it's not a matter of, I only want to play Division I, it's finding what's best for you.
Division I and Division III. In the fall, it's going to be very similar. You're going to come on campus 2 to 3 weeks before school starts. You're going to go through preseason. You're going to meet together 6 out of 7 days a week. Training once a day, looking at 2 to 3 training sessions during preseason. And again, as the fall goes into November, training once a day, again, meeting 6 out of 7 times a week. As you get into the spring semesters, where I think Division I, you're going to be playing a little bit more. Division III, it's not going to be as intense. Your spring season is shorter. As far as length goes, you play less games.
NAIA schools do have scholarships. Not everything is going to be a full ride, and that's a lot of kids that contact me always seem to think that everything's going to be a full ride. And a lot of our scholarships will come out of percentages. Just in our conference alone, which is a lot of Kentucky schools, I think there's 6 of our 10 teams, 7 of our 10 teams are in the state of Kentucky. One of them are the national champions. We finished with 7 teams in our conference alone that finished in the top 25 in the country. In the off season, in the fall, we will play other schools that are NCAA.
What I will add to that is the understanding that you need to be proactive in the process. I think if you're going through it for the first time, there's many times where you believe that I should be waiting for a call or a letter or some kind of contact from a university or a college. And it may come. It may come because you play on a club team and you're at a certain event and they see you play. It may come. But it may not as well. And it may not also come from a school that meets your needs. So you need to be proactive in the process. You need to search it out. And that's where it kind of starts as well, is what is your needs? What are your desires? So as you start the process, it's important that you know what's important to you. There are, you know, kids that come to the University of Louisville that we sit at the table, and we're a school of higher education, and for Mario and I, we value the education they get. And they sit there at our table in my office and say, I'm coming here because I want to be a pro. That's high on their list. There's other kids that sit there and say, look, you have an engineering program, and that's very important to me. Other kids say, look, I don't want to go very far from home. For other kids, it's financially, this fits in my needs, our needs, the family needs. You need to have an idea of what it is, the priorities. And once you know that, now you can start searching out those universities, those institutions that meet those needs. And that's where you have to be proactive in the process, because those universities may not even know that you play soccer. They may not know where your next event is and where they can see you play. That's your responsibility. It is your responsibility to let them know, one, you're interested, and how they can see you play. If you don't take that responsibility, you could end up anywhere. And then you have to take responsibility for that as well. So, again, you need to be proactive in the process, and quite honestly, it's not the parents. It is not the parents. They'll give some guidance. They should give some guidance. When we receive letters and phone calls from the parents, it tells us so much about the student athlete. So much. Right? What it tells us is maybe they're not ready to handle that responsibility of developing a relationship with the coach. And then it tells us they may not be the type of individual we want at our university. So again, at your age, sophomore, junior, senior, you should be taking that kind of responsibility. Okay? So be clear about that.